This AI appointment setting chatbot has the potential to make me over $100,000 this year, and today I'm going to show you how to build it as well. You see, a few weeks ago, I was scrolling on Instagram, kind of in a position like this, on my couch, stalking some profiles, when I got a ping in my DMs. Now, it was from a company that essentially offered to manage all of my DMs and act as appointment setters as well, booking me appointments, selling people on my high-ticket offers, but here's the thing. I asked them how much the price was because, to be honest, I did kind of need some help on my DMs. And then it hit me. A few $1,000s a month just for simply the task of managing my DMs. I said, nope. And that was when I just got out of there and I decided I would build it myself. See, this is the problem that many business owners face. I needed some way to manage my inbound leads without having to spend a ton in commission or outsource to another agency, and saving myself the hassle of having to manage a whole team of people, constantly checking in with them, all of that crap. I needed a chatbot. So that was when I got to work and this chatbot was born. In today's video, we're going to cover the purpose of this chatbot, who you can sell it to, and finally how to build it as well. The main thing that we're going to need for today's video is just the build for the bot itself, which all you're going to need for that is a Botpress account. It's completely free. You guys can sign up. I don't have any affiliate links or anything like that, but I'll leave it down below. Now, you can use alternatives like VoiceFlow, but Botpress is just a lot easier to learn in my opinion, and it's just more beginner friendly. So without further ado, let's hop right into the tutorial. First and foremost, what does this chatbot actually do? What is its purpose? Well, to be 100% transparent with you guys, being someone on the internet, I sell things. Shocker. I know, I sell products. Wow. Now you'll notice in my Instagram bio, it says DM me AI for more info. And this is essentially a lead magnet, whether it's for business owners or just for people who want to learn more about AI. And this is where it all begins. When someone DMs me that exact phrase, this is when a chatbot is supposed to spring in. Now, normally you hire a team or someone to do this for you, but I got the chatbot to do it for me instead. The main goals of the chatbot are to figure out the prospect's current situation, ask them qualifying questions, and depending on their answers, direct them to the right place. Now, as you'd imagine, this saved me not only hours upon hours of time, but also thousands upon thousands of dollars from having to outsource this task to appointment setters or another agency entirely. And it's also made me money from the leads that it's brought in as well. Now, not only can you guys use this bot for yourselves, but you can actually sell it to other companies as well. Now, the best types of leads for this kind of chatbot are someone who has a lot of inbound leads, they're selling a high ticket service, they have a large social media presence, or they have multiple offers. Now, it doesn't have to be all of those, but the more of them, the better. You're gonna find these types of people in niches like real estate, coaches and consultants, agencies, etc. Now, without wasting any more of your time, let's go ahead and hop into building the chatbot. First and foremost, let me iterate that the goal of this chatbot is to take the prospect from point A, which is an inbound lead, to point B, a customer. So consider what services you're selling or what services you're going to be offering and build it accordingly. Now let's hop into the build. Now I've got my trusty laptop here just to give you guys an idea of what this build actually looks like once it's done. This is the completed build that I built for myself. Don't get too overwhelmed. It's not entirely complicated. I promise. We're going to take our time with it and we're just going to go ahead and hop right into it. But this is what you can expect when it's done, and I'll show you how it works as well. So going into Botpress, the first thing that you need to do is, you're in your dashboard, and the first thing you're going to do is click on Create Chatbot, wait for Botpress to do its little loady thing, and it's going to say, congratulations, you just created a new chatbot. You're going to go ahead and click Edit. You're going to hop into Botpress Studio here. Now it's going to ask you how you'd like to basically, get it done, and you're just going to say Start from Template, and we're going to start it basic, empty. It doesn't need anything. We're just going to start it from emptiness. So you're going to go ahead and say hello. Going to hop in there. Now it's going to ask you for a quick overview of the studio. You don't need to do any of this. Don't worry about it, whatever. So you're going to see these two nodes right here. There's a start node and an end node. We're going to start straight from this start one. You're going to see this little circle right here, and you're going to drag it. So it's going to create like a little line here. You're going to just let go, and it's going to give you an option to create a standard node. That's what we're going to go ahead and click on. Now, the first goal of this is to create a qualifying message, because I don't want this chatbot to activate on every DM. I only want it to activate when they send me that specific phrase. If someone sends me, hey man, do you know any AI tools? I don't want the chatbot to activate. So this is the first thing, is creating a qualifying message. I'm just going to call this one qualify message. And the first thing that we're going to do with this node, we're going to click on Add Card, and we're going to click on this execute code. Now, I know, getting into it and we're already adding code. I promise this is the only code that we're gonna add. Now, of course, if you wanna make this more advanced in the future, this is a very basic version of the bot that we're gonna be building, but if you wanna make it more advanced in the future, you can also add some more execute codes with the Zapier webhooks so you can export the data to CRMs and stuff like that. But we're just gonna keep this simple for now. Execute code. Now I've got the code in my little trusty Google Doc here, just so I could go ahead and copy paste that. So this basically makes it so when they send me the AI, whether that's uppercase or lowercase, then it will activate. Otherwise, it won't do anything. You guys can copy this code for yourself as well. Basically, everything's gonna stay the same. You're just gonna change this little internal message right here. So I'll just go ahead and, I'll keep it AI for now, but you're gonna change that internal message essentially. Just gonna go ahead and exit that. There we go. We have our first step, and then we're gonna add another card to this little node. And this one is going to be an expression card. So go ahead and scroll down, click on the expression card, drag that over, boom. Now we don't want it to say always. That's not what we want. We only want it to move to the next step if they said AI. So that's where this second part comes in. Now you guys can copy this again, but it's up to you. You don't have to copy it. It's event.payload.text. Gonna go ahead and put that in there as well. And you guys are gonna have access to the template as well. So it's not, something that you guys need to use. Gonna go ahead and turn off the AI. Gonna go ahead and put it there. So just copy paste that, drag that over, and boom. So now when they say AI, it's gonna move to the end. Now we're not just gonna straight up, end it here, but this is the first step of our bot. So now when they say AI, it's gonna move to the next node, and I'm gonna show you guys an example. So let me create a standard node. Let's just add some text. We're gonna say something like, hey, thanks for reaching out. Hope you're doing well. And we're gonna say, so there we go. We have some text. I'm gonna call this text right here. We're gonna call it text 1, actually. There we go. So now we're gonna drag the little circle over to our next text module. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. Now, if you guys wanna test your chatbot, you can actually do so using the little text right here. So you can say, we can basically restart it here. We can say hi, and it's just gonna end right there. It's not gonna work. Beautiful, that's what we want. We don't want it to activate. But if I go back here, I say AI, boom, it works. Perfect. That is exactly what we want. So there we go. Now moving back to our original bot, the next module that we're going to be building is the questionnaire. So this is where I ask them, are they currently running a business or are they just getting started? So we're going to go ahead and ask that. And to do that, you're going to click on add card. And the card that we're going to be asking them is a single choice card. Now you can do a different type of card. You can use AI tasks. Again, once this gets more complicated, you can make it a lot better. But just for the sake of simplicity, since you guys are beginners, we're going to use this single choice card. And this will essentially just collect information from the user. So I'll say, out of curiosity, are you currently running a business or not, or just getting started? Now with this chatbot, I like to position it in the way that they know it's an AI chatbot. This is Zoro's AI chatbot assistant. Pretty cool, right? Now, of course, again, this isn't technically AI. You have to add AI once you make it more complicated, but again, simplicity here. So it says, out of curiosity, are you currently running a business or just getting started? Now, you're gonna see this store result in. This is basically where you want it to store this data. So eventually it can export it to your CRM, your Google Sheet, whatever you're using. So I'm gonna call it biz or not and click on create. Boom. So then you're gonna click on this advanced configuration right here, and you're going to click choice. Now this is going to allow you to add choices. So I am just starting out, or I currently run a business. Beautiful. Now we have somewhere to go with this. So if they're just starting out, personally, I like to direct them to the free Discord, or if they maybe qualify a little bit more, to the paid Discord. Obviously, we have a paid Discord channel that's more of if they're serious about it, it's got tons of courses in there, weekly mastermind calls, all that stuff. So I'm gonna drag this one to another node right here, and you guys can just drag and it'll automatically ask you to create it. You're gonna create a standard node for just starting out, and we're gonna do the same thing for I currently run a business. I'm gonna drag that one out as well. Now we have 2 standard nodes for each of these texts. Going back to our bot, the next one that we're going to do, we're going to do the starting out first, and we're going to go ahead and create this module, which is the starting out module. I'm going to go ahead and say starting out is what I'm going to call this card. We're going to add a card, add some text. Great, so cool. You want to explore business, you're in the right place is what I'm going to say. And then I'm going to do something like, I'm going to capture more information. So I'm going to do a raw input here, I believe, or you can do a single choice as well and just take it to the next step. It's really up to you. Personally, I like raw inputs because they feel more dynamic, and I'm going to show you why. In this one, I have a choice, but we can do a raw input as well. I'm going to go ahead and put in a single choice just for the sake of continuity. I'm going to say, just out of curiosity, what about AI interests you most at the moment? Now, we're going to go ahead and store this result in interest, just so we know why they're interested. And then we're going to click on advanced configuration again, choice. And I'm going to say, I want to start an AI agency. And then we're going to say, I want to find new and exciting tools. All right, we have our two choices. Now this is gonna branch out a little bit more. I need you to stick with me. Here. So they choose that they want to start an AI agency. I'm gonna go ahead and drag this over another standard node. And then we're gonna do the same thing for the exciting AI tools. We're just branching out here. We're creating a nice little tree of beauty. So we're gonna go ahead and create two standard nodes again. Branch that out. So if they want to start an AI agency, we call this one start an agency, and then we're going to call this other node, we're going to call it new tools. Boom. So if they want to start an agency, we can take them to this node. If they want to find exciting tools, we can take them to this node. For this one, the best place for them might be the newsletter or joining the Discord for free. Now, if they're just looking for AI tools, they're not really my type of customer. They're not, really someone that I'm trying to get on. So I'm still gonna try my best to provide some free value. So for the new tools, I'm gonna add a card and I'm gonna say something like, this is awesome. There are so many exciting tools coming out every day. Have you checked out Zoro's newsletter? Link is in his bio, but he talks about new tools all the time. And then that'll tell them that, and I'll say, additionally, usually I'll try and get some kind of information. Even if I'm not converting them to a customer, I'd still like to get some feedback from them. So I'm gonna put a raw input card right here, and I'm going to say, additionally, he's always looking for some amazing new content ideas. Since tools are something that interests you, is there any type of free content you'd like to see from him in the future? And I'll say he sees all these messages, because I do. Put a little smiley face there. And I'll put this as video ideas. So they'll go ahead and put in a raw input, they'll answer, and then you can execute code and send that to a Zapier webhook, but we're not gonna do that for the sake of this video. They're gonna answer, and it's gonna say, we're gonna add another text. You can say, great, thank you so much. Great, thanks so much. And we're going to say, be sure to hop in the Discord as well. The link is in his bio. We hope to see you in there. All right, they're interested in AI tools. We just qualified this prospect, but this card isn't quite done yet because we need to do one more thing. So if we go here, it'll end. It'll break. We need to actually end the conversation here. So that way, when they send another message, it isn't reactivating the bot, etc. So we're gonna go ahead and use the expression card. I'm gonna go ahead and do this one. Always go to end. So it's gonna go ahead and move. I'm gonna drag that, and we're gonna click on this end card instead of a standard node. New tools, all good, it's done. Now let's move back to our start an agency card. Now this one's a little bit more important because I obviously want to qualify this prospect. So this is where I'm going to go ahead and ask some questions about them. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and ask them some information. So first and foremost, I wanna get the reason for why they're doing it. So I'm gonna put a raw input card. I'm gonna say, great, AI agencies are an awesome model. What are you looking to achieve in the next few months with your agency? Just something like that. Something super simple. And we're gonna go ahead and put reason. It will store that in that variable now. We're going to add another card as well. It's gonna be another raw input. We're gonna say, awesome, that's super cool. Just to get a better idea of where you're at, what's your current monthly income level? Now we're collecting their income level. This is pretty important because obviously, if someone's not making a lot of money, charging them isn't the best option. It's best to, direct them to something free or something that's really low ticket, really cheap. Income level, gonna go ahead and get that question as well. And then finally, we're going to add one more. We're gonna add one more raw input card. And then the last one is just going to be kind of where I can help them most. So I'm gonna say, if Zoro were to help you out personally. Where would you find the most value? His guidance. Now, obviously that's a little bit too complex for like an appointment setting question, but this is just for the point of building the bot. So I'm going to call this one help request, create, boom. All right, so now we've collected those three for information. Now we've collected all of that information. I'm gonna go ahead and add one more card. I'm gonna say, thanks so much. Awesome. It sounds like you really know what you're doing. Love it, with a little smiley face. And then normally you can collect some information from them here. If you wanted to, you can start collecting information like their name, their email address, and this is where you'd add them to a CRM. So just to show you guys how to do that, you'd use, the email address cards, the name cards, the raw input cards, and then you can use the execute code card to input a Zapier webhook and shoot that off to your CRM. But for the sake of keeping this simple, like I said, we're not gonna do that today. If you are a business owner, stay to the end of this video because I will help you do that if you need it. If you are a business owner and you're looking for something that's more complex, stay to the end of this video because I do have something for you. Moving on, we're gonna go ahead and ask them one more question because I like to get as much data as possible. And it says one more thing out of curiosity, is there any type of free content, if I can type myself, free content you'd like to see from Zoro? All right, we're collecting that information. One more thing that I'm actually going to do. Sounds like you really know what you're doing. Love it. Personally, I think the best place for you would be in our Discord, and then drop the Discord link, HTTPS, blah, blah, blah. You guys can join the Discord down below, by the way. It's free to hop in there, but we also have a paid tier that includes courses and additional resources designed to help you scale your agency to its first 10K month. We do, by the way, we've already got people signing like 2 to 4K clients just like straight off the bat. So got some absolute killers in the paid Discord, but of course you guys can join for free too. You don't have to feel obligated to join the Discord, but that's how I would set that up. So this one, I'm gonna go ahead and store this as videos as well. I wanted to go to the same place since it's just more video ideas. I'm gonna go ahead and put workflow.videos. I'm gonna add a card right here, expression, again, always, and it's gonna go to the end. Boom. So we have one half of our bot done. Super cool. Awesome. So we've got, something that can qualify prospects. Let's go ahead and check it out. So we're going to open the chat. I'm going to restart it here. We're going to say AI, and it's going to ask, what are we doing? Are we just starting out? Just running a business? I'm going to say just starting out. Great. So you want to explore AI, and let's just say I want to start an AI agency. Boom. What do I want to achieve in the next few months? I want to hit my first 10K month. And if you guys are running a business, this is all very valuable information, by the way. I want to hit my first 10K month and move to a new apartment. Boom. What's your current monthly income level? My current monthly income is 2K. It's capturing all of those. I need help with lead gen. Now, if you had a Zapier webhook, all of this would go over to that basically. One more thing, is there any content you'd like to see from Zoro? More videos on outreach. Collects that and ends the conversation right there. Now, of course, you guys can add one more message and be like, great, I'll get that all over to him. And to do that, you just add another card, add a text right before this always card. So you basically just add another text module right here in the middle. But we still have another part of this to do because I currently run a business. So this is going to be for our agency, our high ticket service. So we're going to say, I currently run a biz. Now, the first thing that we're going to do for this. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is ask them to describe their business because I want to get an idea of what their business is. So I'm going to drag a raw input card. I'm going to say, awesome. We can definitely help you out with that. Just so I have a better idea, can you give me a 2-sentence rundown on the type of business you operate? So boom. All right, now we're gonna get some information on their business. I'm gonna say biz info. That's gonna be the variable. It's gonna be the information that we get. We're gonna add another card and we're going to get some more raw input. We're gonna say, great, that sounds like an awesome model. Say how much are you guys doing in monthly revenue at the moment. All right, just so we can get an idea of their income level and see what solutions might be best for them. I'm gonna say monthly income. Boom, that's what we're gonna call that. And then the final thing, we're actually going to add a single choice and we're gonna put it to 2 options. We're gonna say if they're currently interested in chatbots and workflows, or if they're interested in a custom SaaS platform. So awesome. And which of these interests you most for your business? Now, we're going to say, we're going to store this in interest. We're going to add a configuration, a choice. We're going to say custom chatbots / automations, or going to add another one. Click this little plus up here, by the way. We're going to say custom software platforms. Boom. Because obviously, you know, custom chatbots and automations, that's high ticket, but it's also lower ticket compared to something that's an entire custom SaaS platform. So we're going to go ahead and split it again. I'm going to drag this down just a little bit so we have some room. So chatbots and automations, we can drag that over here. Standard node, drag this one over here. Standard node. All right. Now let's go ahead and wrap this bad boy up. So we're going to go ahead and rename this one to chatbots, automations. We're going to rename this one to custom software. And now we're going to ask the qualifying questions. Now for the custom software, we're going to add a text and we're going to add something like, got it. This sounds really interesting. Got it. Custom platforms are the way to go. No better time to be building something, in my opinion. Now, I want to get this information over to me. So we're going to add another card and we're going to collect some information. We're going to ask just for a 2-second rundown on their idea. Just so I can get a better idea, can you give me a 2-sentence rundown on the idea you had for your software? I might do something a little bit longer. I'm going to say a few sentence rundown. I'm going to say software idea. That's where we're going to store that, by the way. And we're going to add one more card. So we're going to add a card, and this one is going to get them to book a call. So we're going to add one more card. It's going to be a text card and be like, awesome. I definitely think that's something we can facilitate for you. Do you have 15 to 25 minutes to chat sometime in the next few days? We'd love the chance to talk to you about implementing this solution. And then you have, boom, Calendly right there. So there's your Calendly. I'll say you can book a time that works for you below. And then you can go ahead and throw your Calendly in there. And then from there, just go ahead and end it. I'm going to add an expression card right now. Boom, expression. And we're going to move on to the final step for this one, and that's going to be the end step. Boom. Alrighty. So now we just have one more card to do. Let's go ahead and finish it up. I'm going to go ahead and head back to our chatbots and automations, and we're just going to ask a few simple questions. Great. Chatbots and automations are a phenomenal way to save a lot of time for your business. And now we're going to ask them what they're currently looking to automate. So we're going to go ahead and add a raw input card. Go ahead and throw that in there. What are you currently looking to automate within your business? And we're going to go ahead and select variable. And we're going to say automate. Boom. If you don't know, just give your best idea. Go ahead. I like throwing smiley faces into my messages. I don't know why. It's like a weird thing for me. And it's just a weird thing for me. So we're going to get an idea of what they want to automate, and we're going to do the same thing. So we're just going to go ahead and copy this over, and we're going to add a card right here. And then we're going to add another text. Say, boom, I definitely think this is something that we can do for you. Do you have 15 to 25 minutes to chat in the next few days? And we're going to finally add our expression card right here. And we're going to move this over, and we're going to end it. Boom. And just like that, you have a super basic appointment setting chatbot. Now guys, I do want to reiterate that this is an extremely basic build. If you wanted to make something more complex, you could add some custom code cards that gather more information, export that to Zapier, and integrate it into a CRM like Go High Level, and you could also add some AI tasks to make it more dynamic. But for those of you who are just starting using Botpress, this might be something that is already a little bit challenging. So it's best to take your time and just learn how to do things slowly. But the truth is, the potential here is actually unlimited, because although we have, pre-programmed responses, you can actually implement this with AI and make it just insanely great. If you're a business owner, you can train it off of all of your sales scripts, previous sales conversations that, appointment setters have had in your DMs, your company policies, your products, etc. And this adds a dynamic feel to the chatbot. It's basically what differentiates it from chatbot and actual appointment setter. It kind of blurs that line, and people can't tell that it's actually an AI chatbot. You can then integrate it into your CRMs, set up automatic follow-ups, etc., etc., and before you know it, you have a fully automated 24/7 AI appointment setter. Just so you guys know, you can actually get this template down below in the description, and I'll leave it in the comments as well. You guys can mess around with it for yourselves. If you're a business owner and you're looking for a more complex solution, meaning you want AI implemented, you want it trained off of your sales scripts, you want it integrated with your CRMs, you want automated follow-ups, you want email sequences, all of that kind of stuff set up, be sure to shoot me a message, or you can book a free consultation call with us. It's only 15 to 25 minutes. It's not a sales call. We're just simply going to see if we're a good fit to work together, and you can find that link in the description or in the pinned comment below. But with that being said, guys, that is going to be the end of this video. If you guys enjoyed, be sure to leave it a like for the YouTube algorithm, and if you want to see more content from me, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss another upload. And without further ado, I will see you guys later.